What's up, witches? Welcome back to my channel, where you are the magic, and where I talk about Wicca, witchcraft, tarot, and other issues of magic and spirituality to help you on your journey from baby witch to better witch. And I cannot believe I am making an edited video in 2024. It has to be like 2 years now since I've made an edited video, which makes a lot of sense to me, but might not make a lot of sense to you if you haven't been keeping up with what's been going on with me. But if you have been keeping up, then you know that in late 2021, I opened up my metaphysical bookstore and workshare space, BronxWitch HeadQuarters, here in the Bronx, New York. And I have been 100% dedicated to creating the hub for all things spiritual and magical in the Bronx. It's been an amazing and slightly overwhelming journey. And while I'm super proud of myself for being able to keep up with this channel with live videos and behind the scenes tapings of the BetterWitch podcast, I definitely miss making edited videos where I can show you guys a little bit more of the details of what's going on in my witchy life. So I'm really excited to put this one together for you witches. I was inspired by the new year to give you all a little taste of what it looks like for me to actually start a new year. January 1st is not the new year for me in a lot of ways. I find it to be really unnatural and weird to try to start a year when everything in nature is telling us to hibernate, rest, and reset. But I have no choice but to participate in the, muggle calendar. So I do try to make the most of it. While January 1st is not my new year energetically, seasonally, astrologically, or really in much of any other way, it definitely is a new year financially. Especially now as a small business owner, everything in my world stops and restarts financially on January 1st. This is a time of financial restructuring and reset for me. It's an opportunity for me to review all of the financial choices that I made in the previous year and set myself up for what hopefully will be a better course for the upcoming year. So I've gotten into the habit of engaging in some rituals, some magical and some mundane, that help me to realign myself, my life, and my world energetically in the direction of the financial goals that I have for the year. And in this video, I'm going to share that with you so that you can get an idea of what it looks like for me as a pagan witch to go through the new year. Before we get into all of that, I wanted to share a little something that has definitely been helping me to get more done this year than I probably have done in any other new year before. At the start of January, I ordered this productivity drink that I kept seeing online called Magic Mind. I don't know if you guys have seen this too, but it's a productivity shot that comes in a little 2-ounce bottle, and I liked it so much that I wanted to share it with the other shop witches to see if it would help us to get more done. I really wanted to try this because one of my biggest issues, and something that I think holds me back financially, is my tendency to get distracted during the day by social media. It has a lot of great natural ingredients in it, like lion's mane mushrooms and cordyceps and turmeric, but what I was really interested in was the Bacopa monnieri, which is a natural nootropic that's supposed to help reduce procrastination and impulsive behaviors like scrolling on your phone. I felt like staying focused was what I wanted to really pay attention to this year in terms of shifting my money mindset. And Magic Mind is supposed to put you into what they call flow state, which sounds abundant to me. They recommend that you drink them chilled. I don't mind them either way. They kind of have like a grassy, perfumey, almost spicy taste. It's kind of hard to describe, but I like it. You can mix it with other stuff, and apparently you can even drink it alongside with your coffee or tea, but I'm gangsta, so I just drink it straight. It's only 2 ounces, so I down it in like 3 or 4 gulps, and then I'm good to go for the rest of the day. I've been drinking one every morning for the last couple of weeks, and I'm pretty much hooked. I've already ordered another 2 boxes to make sure I'm stocked up. I really like the way that I feel and how easy it is to drink. I'm not full after these 2 ounces, so I can still have a cup of coffee or something like that if I really want one. And of course, you know I got us the hookup, so click my link in the description box and use the code BRXWitch, and you'll get up to 56% off of your first subscription if you use it in the next 10 days. Okay, so now that you know how I have found the focus and the energy to absolutely body this new year, let's talk about the different rituals I've been doing to shift myself into my 2024 financial mindset. I guess I'll start with New Year's Eve because my New Year's Eve probably looks a little different than a lot of other people's. Rather than going out or having some big celebration, and certainly rather than bothering with the whole ball drop thing, which really doesn't mean very much to me, I decided to spend New Year's by myself, connecting with my ancestors through some hoodoo traditions. In particular, I really love honoring the tradition of making collard greens, black eyed peas, and cornbread, which are all symbols of prosperity, abundance, and luck in African American spirituality. On New Year's Day, I chose to spend it cleaning. I think this is also a hoodoo thing, but if it isn't, it's definitely just kind of a common sense thing to me. If I want this year to really go well, it's important that I start off with as fresh of a slate as possible. So I spent the day cleaning my apartment, watering my plants, doing my laundry, and just otherwise decluttering my space. Once I had decluttered the space, it was time for me to review the things that I had done in the previous year. And again, because this time of year is only a new year as it relates to my finances, I pretty much just focused on reviewing what I had done in my life financially. One of the best things that I did for myself in 2023 was I challenged myself to save a little bit of money every week. You've probably seen those like 100 envelope challenge things where you take like a binder or some envelopes and every week you put a little bit of money away. I don't know if you know this, but those things are like $30 on Amazon. And I was like, why in the world am I going to spend money on something that's supposed to be helping me save money? So instead, I just took a bunch of envelopes from the shop, put them in a box, and used that to help me make a little game out of putting some money away every week. I thoroughly enjoyed sitting down and opening up all of my little envelopes. I mean, who doesn't like just counting money? I had written affirmations to myself on each one, and it was like a walk down memory lane in terms of the things that I was going through in 2023. I didn't get started on this savings challenge until the summer, and I admit that I skipped a few weeks, and I definitely wasn't perfect with it, but in the end, I had saved myself over $1,000. I was shocked, and I was really proud of myself for that. After seeing how successful this challenge was and helping me to put some money aside, I've decided to keep it going, and I'm definitely doing it again in 2024. After reviewing 2023, it was time to get myself started for 2024, and there are several money rituals that I do when I feel like my finances need a refresh or a jumpstart. The first thing that I did was prepare a spiritual bath and ritual, all centered around calling money into my life. Whenever I'm casting for or creating some type of major shift in my life, I like to start with the magic first and basically send my request up to the universe and then follow that up with the mundane actions that I'm going to do to make it easier for the universe to give me what I want. I choose waters, herbs, oils, candles, and crystals that represent my request. And I spend time journaling in intricate detail exactly what I'm going to feel, see, and otherwise experience as a result. Once that magical bit has been cast, then I turn my attention to some of the more practical things in my life that will either support or hinder what I have just asked for, so that I can adjust them and make sure they're also in alignment with my request. I do things like clean out my wallet, reorganize my credit cards. I'll take out any cash that I have in my wallet and I'll anoint them with prosperity oils and pray over them. I might also write affirmations on the bills, and then I do something similar with the coins in my wallet as well. I always make sure to have a combination of domestic and foreign coins in my wallet. To me, that's a representation of my whole world being open to making money in all kinds of ways from all different directions. I'll even include representations of currency that might not seem like currency at first. Things like cowrie shells, sugar, and grains of rice have all been used at different points in history and in different cultures as forms of currency. When I'm doing money work, I don't want to limit myself to my own narrow ideas of what it means to be abundant or where money can come from. I also add some prayer cards and a $2 bill to my wallet. I won't get into the details of the prayer cards or the $2 bills because they have really deep personal meanings to me, but I would encourage you, if you decide to do something like this, to find words and symbols that speak not only to your personal money goals, but to the spirits that are helping you to achieve them. I'm also really big on planners and calendars, as many of you know. So I use them to not only help me plan out my action steps, but to make sure that I'm taking time to reward myself and actually enjoy the fruits of my labor along the way. I've always been a journal and a calendar keeper, but I was pretty excited this year to try something a little different. I don't know if your Instagram algorithm sent you the big ass calendar, but it did to me. And this is definitely not a sponsored review or anything like that. When I saw this calendar and watched some of the clips from the company talking about how to use it, it occurred to me that this could be a great companion to the vision board that I make every year. Because while my vision board is focused on helping me to channel the vibe of what I want to experience in the year, it is intentionally set up to not focus on things like specific dates or events. But the big ass calendar, on the other hand, is designed to help me take that vision and plot out where in my world some of these events and experiences would fit best. One of the hardest things I've had to do being a new small business owner is figure out how to actually enjoy the life that I'm creating. I've been spending so much time working on the creating that I've been really neglecting myself, my self-care, my family, and my friends, and even missing out on opportunities to network and kind of expand my business by meeting other business owners because I've been so focused on literally just running my business. What I found really helpful about using this calendar is it's helping me to plot out not my tasks the way my planner does, but the experiences that I want to have in the year, which is different. It's going to be a lot harder for me to tell myself that I'm too busy to go visit my family or too busy to hang out with my friends when I've made room in my life for those things 12 months in advance. And I think that's a really good thing. So yeah, that's pretty much how this witch spent her new year and how I'm using the new year energy to drive a major shift in my life as it relates to my finances. My prayer for sharing this with you is that it will give you some ideas of how shifting energy really works. When we're calling something into our lives or creating something new for ourselves as witches, it's not just about writing our hopes and dreams on a piece of paper, lighting a candle, and then hoping for the best. It's a multi-layer process that, yes, may involve writing things on paper and lighting candles, but that also involves shifting your personal energy, the energy of your space, and the energy of your own behaviors so that everything is in alignment with what you say you want. And if being less distracted is a part of that process, then don't forget to use my code BRXWitch for 56% off of your first subscription with Magic Mind. The link is in the description. I had a lot of fun documenting this process and making this video, and I definitely hope that you all enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, make sure to like this video, comment below, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can follow me on Instagram at BronxWitch for lots of random stuff. And if you want to work with me one-on-one and let me help you in your magical journey, you can check me at my website, BronxWitch.com/BronxWitch, or just click on any of the links in the description of this video. I'm definitely going to do another one of these edited videos soon, so make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss it. And I'll see you in the next one. Blessed be.